Well, here we are at the barrel relays, Yvonne.
Yeah, Gary. And each year I look at these barrel relays and I think, oh, that looks so easy. But then I realize that those barrels weigh up to 500 pounds there. And I realize just how talented and strong these guys are who do this.
Exactly. And ladies, because they have a ladies division too.
Yes, they do. And I don't envy them either, have to get out there and push those barrels. But it is an interesting contest, though, because, not only do you have to get them down the little tracks here, but you have to get them all lined up over in the bin there at the very end.
Exactly. So they're getting them set up now. They have the guys getting them all lined up for the next round. I think they said it was Barton.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to have them competing now. And they have heats going on. It takes 3 hours actually to go through this whole process here.
Money's on the wrong end.
So it really is a lot of work goes into doing this, and they enjoy. It's part of their job. So it's to see who does it better. I guess that's what they're doing.
Right, in a competition among the distilleries. And they're in a new location this year, and you can see the great crowd.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's always a great crowd for this one because we've been here, we've done this several years before, and it's always shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow, trying to get through here to be able to see what's going on and to keep up with who's ahead.
Yes, and Independence Dave from Lebanon is the coordinator for the event.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and we thank them for that because it is a great event. And as you can see here, too, they have given out lots of door prizes for waving hands.
Okay, we're about to get ready now. We've got the barrels all set.
We're about to get ready, and it is Barton that is the next group here. So they're on hand, and it's going to be timed to see how quickly they can get these barrels all lined up in order.
Yeah, I love some of the shirts they're wearing, just all fired up about bourbon.
Okay, we're off.
And we're off.
1792.
Boy, they're really pushing those barrels. These guys are strong. They have on great shoes
Getting the first one started
to help get their balance. They got on gloves to be able to push those barrels without getting splinters in their hands. And you see barrels, they just keep right on rolling, one right after the other. Now they have to get those barrels in there in just the right, in the perfect way, so that everything that's supposed to be showing is showing. So that when they
see the arrows on the barrels here.
There's an arrow on the barrel that shows you exactly the way it's supposed to go. So the whole idea is not only to get it in there, but to get it in there correctly. So that's the challenge for each of the teams here. These guys are really strong, and they're doing a really good job. This guy had to redirect his barrel, and here he goes. Very last one. It's coming. And they're getting them all in. They're moving them in.
Right, and getting all the arrows facing up, right?
Yes. Now, I think that's the part that would be a little difficult.
Here comes number 10.
All right.
Let's hear it for Barton's.
That's Barton's.
There we go.
Yes, indeed. Good job for Barton. And we have them there keeping score, the scorekeepers. And Barton is done. And we'll have our next competitors come up.
Let's hear it for Heaven Hill.
That's Heaven Hill, Yvonne.
Yeah, Gary. One of the favorites here today. But with all these distilleries here today, they come out and do this for fun every year.
Okay, ready back over here.
Look at them go. They've all got on really good shoes to help get that traction. They're pushing those barrels, trying to make that time. The one with the best time and gets the most barrels in there with the arrow pointed up are the winners. And these guys are working hard. The last guy, is a lot of pressure on him to get all the barrels going, and he is really working it. He is working it hard, trying to get those barrels around there. And just about, yes indeed, I've got 2 more barrels they're going to pull out of there. And he's going. He's got those 2 going. The guy's coming back. It's a relay. They're getting those barrels in. They're pushing them. They're trying to get that time.
Number 7 going in.
Yes, indeed. They're trying to get those arrows going straight up, too, because that's what really counts once you get them in. They're going good. The time is looking really good. They're pushing them in. They're pushing them in. They're getting them in there.
There we go. Number 10 getting ready.
Trying to get the arrow straight up.
There we go. 10. Let's give big hands for Heaven Hill.
Heaven Hill.
And the crowd's going wild.
Yes, Gary, the crowd did go wild. What great
The
competitors.
sign over there, Go Daddy Roll Roll Roll.
Yeah.
Somebody's father's evidently.
Yes. Go, Daddy, go.
Okay, Yvonne, coming up now is Maker's Mark.
And you know, Gary, there
I
were
think this is
very
a new
familiar
record for
colors
right
there.
now.
Yes, and we're going to get a chance to talk to our MC, Steve, here in just a little bit to
We
tell us more
shortened the
about all the,
track
in
last
detail,
year,
what's
so
going
the
on here.
distance, it rolls a little
But
bit
these are the
shorter,
men's
so we kinda
teams that are
started setting
competing
new
now, and there
records.
are
And I think the old
6
was minus
teams that are going to be
34.
competing, I believe.
So
here.
this is minus
We had
35, so we've really got
Diageo was
target.
first one. They got a 52, and then Barton 1792 got a -10, followed by Heaven Hill at a -35.
There's some real competition out here today. Maker's Mark in their traditional black and red there are our next competitors. And I think they're going to give them a run for their money.
And here we have not Heaven Hill, we have Maker's Mark.
Maker's
Yeah, we just had Heaven Hill.
Uh-huh.
Maker's Mark.
Yes. And as I said earlier, they're in their traditional black and red, and these guys look like they're ready to go. They've seen a
Okay,
little
I
bit of the
think we're ready
competition.
now.
They see what the competition looks like,
Okay,
and they're going
Maker's Mark people.
So they're really going to put it on. Yes, and the crowd is ready for them, too. Maker's Mark.
Okay,
and
let's hear it. Maker's Mark.
Maker's
Let's go.
Mark, they're going. Again, they've got a lot of traction here trying to get those barrels going. That last guy's got to get every one of the barrels on the track there to be run, to be pushed around, to get in there. And they're working really hard. Like I said, the pressure's on the last guy here, the man number 3, to get all these barrels going. And he's doing his best here. He's got them going. They're rolling. That teamwork is really prevalent here, and you really do need a lot of teamwork in order to get those barrels out of the bin and onto the track. There's 10 barrels, and when they put them in to get a really good score, they have to get the arrow pointing up in order to make it look really good and to get points scored. So it looks like they're doing really good. So they got 7 in right now, and they've got 3 more to get in with trying their best to get that arrow pointed straight up on those barrels. That is very important. So they're pulling them in now, and then they're going to get their time. And
There goes number 10.
all right, and their time is.
Which one?
Well, it's a matter of timing plus the arrows and a couple some other things. When we talk to Steve, we'll find out more of the details as to actually what is judged.
Yes.
Okay, got 104 times. Let's see what the deductions are going to be.
Because you had the time, and then based on how you do things, they subtract. That's how it comes with a negative. So a -35 is actually better than -10. You know?
Right.
And they're getting them ready for the next round, which would be Buffalo Trace.
Uh-huh.
And Makers is a -16.
Okay, we got second place, minus 16
So they're
for
second
Maker's
place.
Mark. Still have minus 35 Heaven Hill, minus 16 Makers, minus 10 Bartons.
Okay.
Hi, I'm talking with Steve Nally, who is our MC here for the barrel relay. Tell us what's going on here behind us.
Okay, we started this about 21 years ago. This gives recognition to the workhorses behind the facility, the ones that roll the barrels every day, and they're in competition. We time them, and then for accuracy, we deduct time for every barrel that's bunged up. So this is how we get negative scores. So it's been an ongoing thing. The teams are very competitive. They have competitions at the distillery within their forces, and then they bring the top team here.
That's great. And they have 10 barrels that they're actually doing this with, right?
They actually have 10 barrels. They roll them through the course, which is 40 by 40 by 30 foot, and then they roll them in, and like I said, we score them on time and accuracy.
And the bongs, we see the arrows, so they have to get as many of them pointed up as possible, right?
They have to be at 12 o'clock, and they can be one bung, which is 1.5 inches either direction, and that's all the tolerance there is.
And you have a men's and women's team, right?
We have a men's, men's individual, women's individual, and then we have a barrel roll-off every year for the top men's individual, women's individual from the previous year.
Fantastic. So we're going to get to see, I think it's Buffalo Trace coming up now, right?
Correct.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.